Right, okay, so we're back on day 3, where we have to go and speak to Kama now. So we're going to go back to the island, and Kama, you're sus, my dude. What's the matter? We ran into some very concerning things on Tsurumi Island. Your point being? We'd like to know what your relationship with the island is. That's none of your business. You've already helped Lady Sumida find the Mashiro, so there's no need for any further association between us. Yikes, how cold. Actually, Miss Sumida's commission isn't over yet. She wants us to continue investigating Tsurumi Island. Alright, I understand. Huh? Now he's also willing all of a sudden. Kama is my family's... just consider it my clan's name. Our ancestor was from Tsurumi Island. What? Why didn't Miss Sumida tell us any of this? Gasp, shock, lightning crackle, lightning crackle. I'm guessing she didn't know either. That's because I never told her. But why? Because she never asked. If she asked, I would have told her. But since she hasn't, I am simply her boatman. I follow her to Yoshori Island to gather reference material. I smuggle snacks from Liwa. I listen to her read books. I think this is a good deal. So about Tsurumi Island? My ancestor could not stomach what happened on Tsurumi Island and left. So he built a small boat and followed the path of the so-called Thunderbird. He went to Sarai Island. That's right. My ancestors lived on Sarai Island for a long time. Sometime later, the Thunderbird destroyed Tsurumi Island, and even later on, it was killed on Sarai. The island became nigh uninhabitable then, so we migrated to Kanazuka. Our family was lucky enough to survive these various catastrophes, and so we began working in Tatasuruna. Afterward, having despaired of the way in which the then inspector acted, my ancestors reigned and moved to Narukami Island. Previously, we even made a tidy sum of mora in Rito doing business, but by the time it came to my father's generation, we had little to our name but a pile of debt. You really remember the history very clearly. Each generation of our family will tell our story to the one that follows. We have a strong oral tradition. It is said that this was due to our earliest ancestors claiming that he had given up everything, save for the reason he had left in the first place. Before my father had passed on, he had claimed that we were the last scions of the people of Tsurumi Island, although that hardly counts for much. We were no illustrious clan like one might consider the Hiragi or Kamisato to be. The only thing he left to me was a single small boat. Why did your ancestors leave Tsurumi Island? We hold that it's because the Thunderbird showed favor to a certain child, which the priests then decided to sacrifice to it. Our ancestors could not accept such a thing, so he left. He originally wanted to take the child with him, but it seemed the other party stayed of their own accord. That must have been really hard for him. So the unnatural occurrence on the island. They must be the result of a very large-scale ley line disorder. It is said that the sound of the Tsurumi Island being destroyed could be heard all the way from Sarai. Was the Thunderbird really that powerful? Considering it could reduce Sarai Island to such a state. My father did take me to Tsurumi once, to see where it all began. Apparitions would appear amidst the sea of fog. Illusions replaying the past events. Namely the final ceremony held on the island, albeit one of which the flow of time is all wrong. The Thunderbird then destroyed Tsurumi Island, resulting in a great storm, and then it started all over again. So that's the reason why the people didn't take any notice of us at all, because they were all illusions of the past. That's frightening. There's no meaning in speaking to the islanders, they are all simply shadows created by the ley line disorder. However, there is one exception, which is the child who was the offering to the Thunderbird. I believe this to be Rue you speak of. But that means we have to save him. I wouldn't worry about this. They're all ultimately illusions created by the ley lines. No wonder the Mashiro disappeared. Huh, so the whole ghost Mashiro thing Miss Sumida was talking about was true. But never mind all that, Paimon thinks we should at least try and help Rue. Even if he is an illusion, he's still Paimon's friend. Well it doesn't matter to me either way. I have no love for Tsurumi, nor do I have for any of my father's talk of the bloodlines and history. If I were Lady Sumida, I would say something like, if the cycle of the Sea of Fog can be broken, then that history may also be ended. It would make a good story. Haha, very funny. But you didn't laugh. Really? I did, in fact. I found it quite interesting. Well, sure. Either way, thanks for telling us all that stuff, Kama. Lady Sumida commissioned you. I have said enough, I believe. Right, go to Tsurumi Island and look for Rue. We've asked Kama what we need to do. Now it's time to go looking for Rue. Yo, that rhymed. Rue's not here. Maybe he's deeper inside? We need to find him, and quick. If not, the islanders are going to sacrifice him to the Thunderbird. According to what Kama said. Yeah, Paimon knows that all the things happening here are illusions that consistently repeat themselves. But if that's the case, doesn't that mean that Rue's been sacrificed to the Thunderbird? Archon only knows how many times? That's a good point. That's just too sad. We need to help him no matter what. You're right, let's do this. Yeah, go deeper into Tsurumi Island. Oh, Ipa Makiri. Yeah, I was going to say by this tree. Isn't Rue lucky? Don't be silly. Oh, sorry. And the fact that I'm the only one doing the work over here makes it worse. Okay, so this is literally a replay of what we've seen. That's Ipa Makiri. It looks like they're making offerings to the perch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. What a coincidence, so do I. They said that the perches are key to the ceremony, so people need to make offerings there to protect them. Well, the ceremony won't be able to continue if we destroy the perches, right? But they're illusions of the past. Well, even if that's so, do you think it's worth a shot? Since these islanders love their Thunderbird and perches and stuff so much, let's just give Reckonham a go. They say that these perches contain the Thunderbird's power, right? Maybe they'll react if we blow them away. All right. Are we gonna... Yeah, we're gonna attack the tree. Here we go.
Embrace the ice.
Get it!
Terra smash!
Break the tree. Haha! Some tingly stuff just flew by. Well, there's no need for just standing around. Let's go look for them. Okay. All right, do we have to break these? Oh, we do. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There's two.
My apologies.
There we go. There's another one. And there we go. That's the last one. We're back at the perch. All right, there we go. Oh. So yeah, we destroyed the tree. Oh, it worked. It really worked. Come on, let's go get the rest. Right, so this time we're just destroying the trees. Wait, did these guys say anything? No. What's going on here? The perch. Alright, we're at the next perch, so let's destroy this one as well then, I guess. Yeah, so it's the same thing. Gotcha.
You can't run.
Okay, so there's one. There's another one.
My apologies.
Perfect. The last one is in here. Okay. Looks like some hilly churls found it. Alright, we're going back to the tree. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Finished off tree number 2. So does that mean we technically helped sacrifice a child to a giant Thunderbird the first time we did this? Uh-oh. Okay, there's the third one. Tree number 3. Off it goes. Back to the perch. Got it. There's a lot of enemies in this area. Alright, here it is, the last tree.
Judgment.
Let's get rid of this one. Off go the orbs.
Judgment. Can't run. Whirling.
This is the last one. There we go. That's the last tree. Alright, let's see what happens now. And all the fog is gone again. This should be all of those perches. Let's hope that this is enough to stop the ceremony. Yeah, let's hope so. We've got no clue where Rue is. We should go to the ceremonial site. Yeah, true. That's right. Rue always wanted to take part in the ceremony. Let's hope it doesn't end the same way this time. Alright, go to the ceremonial site. Okay. We're pulling up now. Hello. Oh. Uh-oh. I think we made Zapdos angry. You flee from the storm together with Paimon. That was close. We barely managed to get out. So this is the storm that Kama talked about. It could have been a result of us destroying the perches. That's true. They did have the power in them after all. Uh-oh, if the storm is coming out there, Rue might be in danger. I'm not sure we'll be able to find him. It'll be hard, yeah, but we should check on him anyway. Well, let's double back and see if we can find him then. Go to Tsurumi Island and look for Rue once again. Oh, there he is! Rue! Rue, you're alright. Traveler, Paimon. Why? Why did you do this? I thought you two were good, strong people, and that you'd be different from the others. You came back to look for me, listened to everything I said. I thought that the ceremony would go well this time, but we wanted to stop the ceremony. That way you'll be safe. We're just trying to help. But you're not helping. Back then, something happened. Something went wrong. Things were going so well. But when I woke up, I found the island had become like this. Everyone was weird. No one could see me. No one could hear me. Then after a while, a storm would start, and it would be super scary. At these times, only Wakukao, Oina, and Atuke wouldn't be struck by lightning. I'd hide there and wait for the storm to end. But once the thunder stopped, everything would repeat itself all over again. I would wake up, and everyone would be doing the same things. Kapatcir is missing too. I couldn't find her, not even on Mount Kana. The ceremony must have gone wrong. We must have made her angry. This is why I prepared another ceremony, and another, but it always ends the same, and that's why I had an idea of bringing in people from the outside. I thought that you were my friends and that you would help me. Actually, hold on a moment. Who is Kapatcir anyway? She's the Thunderbird, isn't she? That's right, that's what they call her. She's our guardian deity. If the ceremony goes smoothly, Kapatcir will be pleased. That way, everyone will be happy. In the past, Kapatcir paid no attention to the people who were offered to her, but I'm different. That's why I have to make sure that the ceremony goes well. That way, everyone can go back to normal and live their lives again. Big brother Aipe and big sister Makiri will get married, and Kina and Kito will grow up and become great adventurers. And once things are better here, big sister Seo will come back, big brother Kama too. And dad will no longer have to be afraid of Kapatcir's wrathful lightning. And everyone would realize that the outside world isn't a bad place because there are good people like you in it. So why? Why did you ruin the ceremony? Because this isn't right. That's not true. This is right. Don't come back here again. There's going to be another storm. It's going to be super scary. Just go already. I don't want to see you ever again. Rue! Let's go report back to Miss Sumida. You're right. Let's go. Oh, Rue, man, I didn't know what was going on. I don't think you really know what's going on either. Alright, Sumida, we're back. Ah, it's you two. Have there been any new developments? You recount what happened on Tsurumi Island with Sumida. I've got it. Now let's break this down simply. According to your plot, the flow of time in Tsurumi Island does not match that of the outside world. If it were me, I certainly would, as you have, ascribe this to be a special leyline disorder. I doubt that such a leyline disorder could occur naturally, so let's just say it fell from the sky. Maybe it was a fragment of Celestia or something, which then mixed together with lightning storms created by the Thunderbird to create this phenomena. And I'd give this plot a 4 out of 10, maybe. It's usable, but hard to execute. There should be more elegant ways of writing this. What do you mean when you say plot, anyway? Oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing of particular note. So if we want to push the story forward, we need a few more plot points in play. For example, the Tsurumi tragedy was born from a misunderstanding. That's what I'd write, anyway. For example, the priests in Rue might have taken the Thunderbird's favor upon Rue as a sign that it wanted him as a sacrifice, but in truth, the Thunderbird might have just liked him in particular. I suppose the resolution to such a plotline would be simply to find a way to convey Rue's feelings to the Thunderbird. Would that really work? Well, I can't say for sure, but I don't think there's any problem with progression per se. I remember a very popular series that I ran for at least a few dozen volumes with this plot at the basis for its story. You just need to find some way to continuously insert various happenings that pose obstacles for the misunderstanding's resolution and allow it to fester. Could we get back on topic? Oh, right, sorry. But according to the development you've mentioned, since the Thunderbird was vanquished on Tsurumi Island and Rue himself is a shade of the past, then you can only avert this catastrophe via some mystical means. This is really quite hard to write. There are so many things that would be hard to explain. Unacceptable. The Chronicles of the Sea of Fog working title can't be that sort of story. Do you have any other ideas, Traveller? Mind if we say something about Kama for a minute? Oh, you've seen him around then. You tell Sumida about Kama's experiences. Wait, what? Kama's a descendant of the Tsurumi Island natives? Let's go look for him, right now. You head to Rito with Sumida and ask Kama some questions. It is as Traveller says, I'm a descendant of the Tsurumi Island natives. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? All those times I got you to send those people there. You never asked, Lady Sumida. Well, I guess that's just how you are, but... Nor will telling Tsurumi's story edify anyone. My father clung to the story till his dying day. For the time I was young, he would often take me there. It's a gloomy place, one filled with nothing but terrible memories. But had you asked me, Lady Sumida, I would have told you. You should have a bit more faith in him. You're right, if I had been more willing to ask for his opinion and trust him more, I wouldn't have to do this in such a roundabout fashion. I'm sorry, Kama. It's alright. Well then, as a remnant of Tsurumi Island, what do you think of this? The last Scion of Tsurumi returns to his desolate homeland, only to be caught up in the twisted weft of time. Simply put, you hear the calls of your ancestors and head into the mists of Tsurumi Island. Following the sound of the Mashiro, you traverse the fog only to realize that you approach the site of that millennia-old ceremony. That you've become the same ancestor who bears your name all those years ago. There, you experience the island's final day, until violet lightning and roaring thunder rend the skies. Then you awake, only to have the same day again. Well, what do you think? Is the plot, this novel is amazing, grand prize worthy? Will this really work? It's not that impressive. I get it. You probably greatly value Tsurumi's history, so it's no surprise that you might be offended by the fictional appropriations. So how about this then? I'm not talking about that, Tsurumi's history doesn't matter to me that much. I just feel that this plot doesn't grab me as much as the Tokai Alley Tales or Kino's Travels that you read to me before, nor does it quite flow as freely as the Three Young Nobles. That was blunt of you. Sorry. No, don't apologize at moments like this. That just feels more hurtful to me as a writer. Sorry, I shouldn't have apologized. Oh, this is so annoying, but most annoyingly of all is the fact that I can't refute your critique. Don't give up, Miss Sumida. Yes, I know, I will do that. Kama's heard a lot of stories after all. He finds them interesting. I'm sure my editor will too. Paimon's the same. Paimon was just thinking. Paimon's never given up, mind you. Paimon's just thinking. Could we try the method that Sumida just mentioned? What did I say? I've already forgotten. We could give it a go. But you're the one that said not to give up, Traveller. Paimon won't either. And anyway, didn't we agree to have a good meal at Kiminami restaurant once we finish this commission? I don't think I follow exactly, but it's good to see that Paimon is so spirited. Hehe, you're talking to the illustrious Paimon after all. Well then, about this commission of ours. We'll continue plumbing the depths of Tsurumi Island's mysteries. Alright, in that case, I look forward to your next report. How do you adventurers say it again? Alright, Ad Astra Abazosk. Alright, there we go. So I think that's day 3 done. Now, I believe we just have to wait and then come back on day 4. And we're here with day 4. Now, it looks like it wants us to go straight over to Tsurumi Island this time. So without further ado, let's head on over there. Oh, wow. Look at this. The fog this time is red. And it looks like there's some thunder in there. Whoa. Look at the sky. Yeah, Paimon just mentioned something about the sky. My word. That looks so cool. Who's that by the door? Oh. It's Kama. Kama? What are you doing here? The situation looks rather grim. Yeah, the sky's looking all strange and stuff. This Tsurumi Island is about to be destroyed, and then everything will start again. Ah, that's the thing you talked about yesterday. However, it seems that things are even more serious than when I came here previously. Perhaps it's because you destroyed those perches. The name of the child you're trying to help. It's Rue, right? If we want to break the cycle and free Rue, now is the time. That's why I'm here, to help. Did Miss Sumida ask you to do it? No, I've come here on my own accord. Oh, what? You're volunteering, Kama? I don't know why either. It just felt like I should be here. How should I describe that feeling? Ah, right. It's like this. Perhaps I simply find it intolerably shameless for me to play the fly on the wall as you boldly step into Tsurumi Island. Perhaps I believe that even illusions have feelings, and so I would do ill in allowing them to suffer in this cycle. Or perhaps I simply think that I might help Rue by breaking this perpetual ocean fog. And in fulfilling the wishes of my ancestors, I shall be freed from the history that binds me. Ha, Kama, since when were you... Those were Miss Sumida's words, weren't they? Yes, Lady Sumida did speak these words. When I told her that I would like to help, she suddenly gained a spark of inspiration. I did not understand what she said, but I believe that since Lady Sumida said so, then it must be how things are. That sounds like her style, alright. Still, Paimon thinks that yesterday's events have probably made Rue too angry to talk to us. I know, Lady Sumida said that in this manner the bloodlines spanning millennia shall... Could we get to the point? We shall. I believe that Kama, that is to say I, can speak to him. There is a very strong resemblance, yes. It's true that you do look like the illusionary Kama we saw earlier. Rue did also mention that being unable to speak to those illusions weirded him out and worried him. So being able to talk to you should cheer him up, right? But where do we find Rue? You know, he did mention there's a few places the storm doesn't touch. Oh, you're right. Wakuko, Oina, and Atake. He did mention these places wouldn't be hit by lightning under these circumstances. And those would be his hiding spots were he to wait out the storm. Well, let's go looking then. Let's start with Kukukao's shoal. Kama seems pretty enthusiastic today, eh? Alright, we're going back through the gate. Okay, so we can see the map again. This is crazy, look! Okay, the shoal is just up ahead. Ha, so the storm really doesn't reach this place. But Paimon doesn't see Rue anywhere either. Rue. Come on, Kama, you try. Alright. No, not like that. We're looking for someone more like Rue. It's Kama. Where are you? Rue, it's Kama. Where are you? Still no response. Oh, Paimon's getting worried. Still, why is there no thunder and lightning here? Well, since it was the Thunderbird who destroyed Tsurumi Island, we could try using the power of the feather. Yeah, it's worth a try. Since Rue said that it was one of the Thunderbird's feathers, we might get some reaction. Alright, let's give the feather a try. Rex, be careful! Whoa, what happened? Oh, big boy! Oh no, the other one saw me as well. What do you mean? There we go, got rid of those guys. Touch the feather. Whoa, be careful. Certain emotions surge forth. You see an island blanketed by fog beneath you. You hear voices in the tiny lives that dwell there with ease. Boars, humans, squirrels, lizards... Okay. Too fast for me to read it, but hopefully you guys can pause it. What happened? That was close. You were just frozen on the spot back there. Oh, off it goes. Ah, it flew away. What happened? Paimon was worried sick, you know. It seems that I was drawn into the Thunderbird's memories. The Thunderbird? The same one that destroyed Tsurumi Island? I can't be sure. If that's the case... It's just like Lady Sumida said, the will of the Thunderbird will resurface. In that case, the voice that we heard during the battles, it might have been the Thunderbird? Yeah, true. Paimon's very curious now. It's almost like the Thunderbird was looking for someone. Still, that feather sure did bring about some kind of reaction, huh? Yeah, I saw you take out a strange feather earlier. Where did you get that? Well, this is how it went. Ha, so the feathers of the Thunderbird were the basis for the Mashiro and can summon spirits. I was told these legends by my grandfather as he taught me how to make the Mashiro. Oh, so you can make them, huh? Then couldn't you have just made one for Lady Sumida? Well, because Lady Sumida didn't ask, but if I should have the chance to help her in the future, I will mention this matter. That would have saved us a bit of time. Still, what should we do next? The direction in which the feather flew away doesn't quite match up with Oina Beach or Atake Plains. We haven't got much time. Yup, and Rue said that things get real wild when the thunderstorm starts coming down. Well, let's forget about the feathers' whereabouts for now. We've got to get to other spots where there's no thunder and look for Rue there. Alright, next stop, Oina Beach. Okay, so it wants us to use the feather again. This feather's just like the last one. Touch the feather. Don't worry, Paimon will watch over you. Ah, thanks, Paimon. Okay, emotions come forth. One strange object fell from the heavens, one which landed upon the island, after which your sky returned to a clear state. Afterwards, the fog started to emerge. They have no power to disperse. See, it goes by too quick. Rue! We've chased the monsters away. Ah, Abraxos, you're back. Off it goes again. This one flew away too. It doesn't look like Rue's here either. The feather's targeting seems to have been up the mountain on the center of the island. Kama, do you know anything about the mountain? Mount Kana? That's where the Thunderbird reposed. That place is in fact a hollow cavern of which the Thunderbird would take off into the skies like a violet meteor and would be seen even through the fog. It was said by the people of Tsurumi Island that the Thunderbird dispersed that mysterious fog to protect the island. That's not what happened. The conflicts with what I saw in those memories. You relate the memories that came to you when you touched the feather. Okay. That this fog wasn't created by the Thunderbird? Huh, perhaps our ancestors were wrong. Well, that's understandable, considering that they can barely see the sun or the moon from down here. Maybe the Thunderbird's light was the only light they ever saw. Speaking of your ancestors... Ah, that's right, we saw someone that looked like an ancient version of you, Kama. Here's what went down. You talk about Seo and Kama from earlier, and that's what happened. They seem to be pretty friendly with Rue. That may truly have been my ancestor. So, did the ancient Kama meet Seo after leaving Tsurumi Island? The records don't say anything about that. Huh. Well, where should we go next? We'll keep looking for Rue, of course. Let's see where this next spot is. Well, Atake Plains would be what it would want us to think, right? Mount Kana could be another one. Or just the peak? I said the peak. Oh, come on. Let's focus on Tsurumi Island first. Alright, yeah, let's go to the plains. Fine. This is the last possible location. Rue! Rue, we're here to help! Rue! Rue? What? Hello, bird. Hey, what's that weird noise? Yikes, monsters, be careful. I didn't even use the feather this time. And there we go. Got rid of those guys. Big wolf! Alright, and there we go. Well done, Ayaka. Abraxos, Paimon, didn't I tell you not to come here anymore? It's good to see that you're alright. But this place is super dangerous. There's thunder and lightning everywhere. And if you get struck by lightning, you'll get hurt. And I don't know why, but it looks like the storm's getting scarier than before. It must be because you hurt that perch. Why did you come back? Rue, we brought Kama to see you. Kama? I'm back. Big brother Kama? Is that really you? What are you, an illusion too, Kama? Oh, Lady Sumida told me to say this. Come on, this isn't the time for tricks. Oh, sorry. The Kama that you knew led a full life leaving Tsurumi Island. His greatest regret was not being able to help you. I'm a descendant of his. Abraxos and Paimon and I are here to help you. Descendant? Are you his son then? I'm afraid you're quite a few generations off. Wait, I don't get it. Descendants? Does that mean that Big Brother Kama is no longer around? It's been a long time, you know. What happened to him after he left? I waited for so long until Tsurumi Island started to look like this, but he and Big Sister Seo never returned. I've been so worried. Well, I do know a little about what happened to the Kama that you knew. If you'd like to listen, I could tell you. That'd be great. Kama tells Rue some things about his family history. Paimon assists on helping him omit parts that aren't positive or hard for a child to hear, I think that said. So many things happen in the outside world, huh? I never knew the world beyond the fog was so big, or that there were so many people. The unchanging nature of this island is the abnormal thing here. Yep, and that's why we're here to help. Help? But you destroyed the perches and made Kapatcir angry. If the ceremony goes smoothly and she accepts me as our sacrifice, then everything will be fine again. That might not be what the Thunderbird wants. But how would you know? You haven't met the Kapatcir. She hasn't come back in so long. She must be angry. I can't say this for sure, but... let's give this a try. If this goes the same as it did before, use the feather here and see what happens. Oh! Okay, touch. Curious tunes, tiny human. Afraid not of thunder and storms? Is this... the first time I met the Kapatcir? The adults in the village all said I could bring peace to the thunderstorms. Huh, this memory is clearer than before. Is that because Rue is here? I was too embarrassed to sing in the village, so I came here to practice. Do you like it? Before you humans learned to make fire, the thundering storms had already swept across the ocean alongside me. With but a flap of my wings, purple lightning would tear through the clouds like serpents. My cry shakes the ocean depths and the heart of the earth. I've heard the songs of the trees, the strains of the cloud and rain, and the melodies sung by the blue flying dragon in the far north. Oh, no way! So Dvalin. I have heard every trembling chorus of a fox and a rabbit and a worm as I descended upon the land. But your song is special. It's different from that of a boar, the fish, and the Wenkami? You're speaking all funny, I don't get it. But I guess you like my song then? I do not know, I only know that I've never heard it before. Well then I should sing you another tune, when you come again with thunder and rain. Your lives are fragile and puny, perhaps you already have turned to dust before I remember this matter. But if you have not, then you shall sing for me again. Everything you say is so complicated. Oh yes, my name is Rue. What's yours? Everyone in the village calls you Great Thunderbird, but you must have a name, right? A name? Well, that is... What should I call you? I mean, if you want me to sing for you again, I can call out to you. What should I call out? I do not know. She gave me a name long ago, but I have forgotten it. I do not need such things, nor have any dared to summon me thusly. Well, how about this then? Dad, I mean Grandpa Matter, taught me a few new words in the Ishine script today. Let me try using them to give you a name. Oh, this should do. And so I gave her the name Kapatcir. Let me name you Kapatcir then. The Great Eagle of the Storm. Okay. Ridiculous. Still, it matters not to me. Well, it's decided then. I need to get back now or the adults will worry. I'll definitely sing for you again. Ha! Perhaps I shall forget you immediately, Rue. Well, I won't forget. See ya. Okay. Ah, it flew away. It flew off to Mount Cana. Are those Kapatcir's memories? They should be. She always remembered you. Well, you did give her a name after all. She also remembers my promise to sing for her again. But if that's the case, why did everyone become like this? Why did the village become like this? Did we anger the Kapatcir by not performing the ceremony correctly? I don't think that this is what the Thunderbird is mad about. I see, I understand now, more or less. Well then, I suppose our next stop is Mount Cana. But that's sacred ground, we can't set foot there. And Abraxos, Paimon, you've already come around 3 times, and yet things still haven't gotten better. Well, you're the one who talked about the rule of 3. Good omens must occur 3 times for good fortune to truly descend. And you must forge past obstacles 3 times to succeed on the 4th. You know what? Paimon still thinks that this should be called the rule of 4 instead. Maybe you're right, Paimon. You've already met with 3 difficulties, Abraxos and Paimon. That we have. Alright, I believe you. And since Kama's descendant has also returned, this must mean that good things are in store for us. But if nothing good happens, I'll be very, very mad, you hear? Of course, let's go then. Oh, that's right, Big Brother Kama's descendant. What is it? Could I call you Kama as well? Of course you can. That's what everyone else calls me. Everyone? Kama, do you have a lot of friends? Aw, you could say that. Lady Sumida, Abraxos, and Paimon all count as my friends. Ah yes, you're my friend too, of course. Aw, that's so cute. Another monster? Huh, it looks like the one we saw at... I don't know if we... Oh! Okay, wait. Well, we've done this fight on Tsurumi Island, but now we're going to do it here. Interesting. Whoa! I assume it's just exactly the same thing. Oh, it's doing the bombing run again. That is such a cool attack. I love that. This is so much harder because we're in such a small, confined area. I hate being in this confined space. Okay, we got him. Well, that's finally over. Whew, Paimon really broke a sweat back there. And you were the one doing the fighting, eh? Oh, come on. Paimon's palms were getting all clammy watching you fight. Wow, I saw everything. That was so cool, Abraxos. So cool. You truly were impressive. That was very eye-opening. Paimon's still concerned about something. Why would there be this sort of monster here? We fought one before back on Amakumo Peak. Yeah, Paimon remembers that one too. We seem to be forgetting something important. The feather. Oh, that's right. What's this got to do with feathers? So earlier we took a commission from the Adventurers Guild and we went to Tsurumi Island to investigate. Okay, you recount what happened back on Tsurumi Island. A talking cat? Wow, a talking cat? Really? That's not the main point. So while we were investigating Amakumo Peak, we defeated a monster just like this one, after which we got this special feather. Oh, so that's where you got the Thunderbird feather. That means that the thunder manifestations that appear here and on Amakumo Peak must have something to do with the Thunderbird. If Sumida were here, she'd say something like, "This plot is getting too complicated." Heh, funny. You don't look like you found it funny, Kama. No, I did. I found it quite amusing. Still, Paimon thinks we've got a good picture of what's going on now, eh, Abraxos? Well, almost, but true, we should go confirm our suspicions anyway. That said, Paimon thinks we've more or less got it already. Touch the feather. Since you've allowed this one and only song to flow in blood into this earth, well, until I, Kapatcir, hear that human, Rue's song once more, may these lands fall under eternal catastrophe. So that's what happened. It's as I thought. Huh? So that's what happened. And here I thought. Okay, so is this going to fly off again? No, it's going to go to the shrine. I thought Kapatcir had forgotten about all this. I thought that this happened because she didn't approve of the ceremony, because she didn't like me. You said that she was your friend. Friends don't forget their friends' words that easily. She's been waiting for you to sing to her all this time. Yes, you're right. I did tell her that I would sing for her, but I haven't seen her in an awful long time now. Should we tell him, you know, that the Thunderbird was killed on Tsurumi Island? How do we put this? This will be tough. So Rue, the Thunderbird has migrated to Tsurumi Island. Yeah, that's right. Didn't we tell you before that we saw this huge storm cloud and a shattered mountain on Tsurumi Island? That's where the Thunderbird lives now. You know, we wanted to go up to Amakumo Peak to see the awesome face of the great Thunderbird, but the Thunderbird was really busy. That's right, and she has lots of baby Thunderbirds now too. They're all up in the clouds right now. They don't like to come down much. Baby Thunderbirds? So there's this vortex-like storm cloud above Tsurumi Island. Yeah, that's formed by the Kapatcir and the little Thunderbirds that play and fly in circles. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I've never seen it with my own eyes, but it already sounds unbelievably amazing. Kapatcir must have been even mightier than I imagined. And we did say before that we'd go out on adventures together, didn't we? Yes, I remember. You did say that we'd go to see other places. Want to go sing for Kapatcir? Even if she's busy and you can't see her, wow, really, could I? Of course you can. Yep, we had an agreement, remember? Abraxos isn't one to go back on his word. Awesome. But I've tried leaving Tsurumi Island before, and I always end up back here again. That's a bit of a problem. There has to be a way. Let's discuss the matter. Paimon would like to ask Kama some things as well. Just hang on a sec, Rue. Alright, Kama. What is it? Were you about to say the Thunderbird was dead or something? What? No, I was going to talk about the story that Lady Sumida told me. Who do you take me for? Seriously, how could I tell a child like Rue such a thing? Come on, Paimon, have a little bit of faith. Paimon was just... well... enough already. So about getting Rue off the island. He says that he can't leave this place. Perhaps Tsurumi Island sustains his existence in some way. If that's the case, from what we've learned so far, the strange happenings on Tsurumi Island were caused by the Thunderbird destroying it. It feels like we can follow the line of reasoning to find a solution. We could use the Thunderbird's feathers. Paimon gets what you're trying to say. If the state of Tsurumi Island now is due to the leyline disorders caused by the Thunderbird's powers, then this feather, which has also become the same power, might be able to sustain Rue's existence. Are we on the same page? But basically, very clever, Paimon. Of course. You know what? I think you'd get along with Lady Sumida just fine. Huh? Paimon's not sure if you're complimenting us, or... She told me a story once about a god of fertility who dwelt within the wheat fields, and who would often travel afar with a human. Paimon doesn't want to be mean or anything, but you're picking up a habit of going off topic, Kama. But whatever the case, since we've decided what to do, let's give it a try. It's better than nothing after all. Agreed. Well, if you don't mind, I shall accompany you on this particular trip. Oh, I won't. Okay, I'd like to take this opportunity to have a look at the place where my ancestors once stayed. But it's storming outside. I know, I'll be fine, don't worry. I mean, we live on Inazuma. Stormy days are our bread and butter. Yep, you're not wrong. Talk to Rue. Hi, Rue. You're back. Ready to go? Yep, anytime. Well then, touch this Thunderbird feather first. For good luck, sure. Right, we've made it. So up there, that's Amakumo Peak. That's right, the Thunderbird. Kapatcir's up there in the sky. She's a little busy and won't come down to hear you sing, but if you do, Paimon's sure she'll hear you. Abraxos, Paimon. Actually, I know all about it, or should I say, I've guessed what happened to Kapatcir and to me. Oh? Well, Rue, No, it's alright. I'm so glad I got to know you. I mean, you even got me off Tsurumi Island to see the world outside. I could never have imagined what I could do with this in the past. You're both really awesome. The clouds in the sky, the special grass, and the rocks up in the air. These were all the Kapatcir's doing, right? She's so cool, too. Even the air smells different. I mean, I'm not used to it, but it's amazing. Well then, the weather's not the same anymore, but I've come to sing you a song, Kapatcir. Aww. Phew, I sure haven't sung in a long time. That was great. I'm sure Kapatcir heard me too. I'm sure she did. Let's head back then. I'd like to send this feather back to Kapatcir's home. Oh, let's go back. Return to Mount Cana. That was so sweet. Okay, we've come back to Mount Cana, or Cana. I don't know how you pronounce it, but investigate the altar. Okay. Huh, how strange. I've only been away for a while, but it feels like it's been ages. I'm back, and so is Kapatcir. Whoa! Yo! Wow! That's so cool! Ah, it's so beautiful! It is! If only I could have seen such sights together with everyone. But I'm happy to be able to do it with just you two. Still, the world beyond the fog is amazing. I never knew the sky was so high up, or so large. I wonder what the places Kama went to were like. We can go see those places. That's right, the outside world is a really big place. We've met lots of interesting and nice people along the way too. You'll hit it off with them in no time. There's loads and loads of awesome food too. Sweet madams, almond tofu, sticky honey roast. Oh, sweet madams sound like they're great. That's right, we've had tons of those on our journey, haven't we? Yep. Oh yeah, we also met a certain tone-deaf bard during our journey. He loves music too. I'm sure you two would be the best of friends. Maybe you'll even perform together in Mondstadt City Square. And we can take you on adventures? Abraxos is a real ace at that. We'll go to all sorts of places, like the super high up Wongshu Inn. There's also the Grand Narukami Shrine, which is way up high too, and has a big tree on it that looks like a kitsune. And we can go to the Sangonomiya Shrine on Tsurumi Island. That place looks like something out of a dream. Yep, I know, and I'd love to follow you all outside as well. Thank you, Abraxos and Paimon. It's all thanks to you that I was able to fulfill my promise with the Kapatcir, and I guess everyone doesn't look all weird anymore. I'm sorry. I thought you'd broken the perches, and I blamed you for that, even though you're both good people. It's alright, we've been on lots of adventures and got ourselves into a ton of misunderstandings. Don't take it to heart. And even if you don't want to travel with us, we've got friends who will take care of you. We know a young lady your age in Mondstadt, Knights of Favonius. So please leave Tsurumi Island with us, Rue. When we went to Tsurumi Island to sing for the Kapatcir, I could feel that a little piece of me was in that feather. That's why I'd like you to take that feather of hers on your travels. This way, I can travel with you two as well. We'll even bring Kapatcir with us too. We'll go and see the outside world and we'll hear what songs they have to sing. But, Paimon. Yep, you don't have to worry about me. It was great going outside, but it was real tiring too. I'd like to rest for a bit. You can go ahead first. Oh, that's right. Could you please thank Big Brother Kama for me? We will. See you around. Yep, let's meet again. We'll definitely meet again. Oh, that was so cute! We have a feather now. Report back to Sumida. And Sumida looks like she's in her normal place, which is down here with Kama. Okay. You know what? The story is even more bizarre than the plot of the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog working title. Also, stop calling me Lady this and Lady that already. You're an important friend of mine. Understood, Lady Sumida. Oh, come on. Should I call you a pendant for the ages or... Hello there. Oh my, it's the legendary Abraxos. And Paimon's the legendary Paimon. Huh, funny. Shouldn't she make some resort at this juncture? This feels like we're departing from her character profile somehow. Character profile? Basically, that's what we call a combination of image, traits, and history. Characters must adhere to behavior prescribed in their profiles, or they will seem, well, out of character. People aren't machines, you know. Sorry. So, what about Rue? Rue says he's thankful to you. Is that so? I see. Wait, what happened? Why am I the only person who seems out of the loop here? Ugh, never mind. Let's not stand around here. A change of scenery is in order, I think. How about Kiminami Restaurant? Sure, I'll pay. Consider this a treat courtesy of the future contracted writer with the Yai Publishing House, and the winner of this novel is amazing grand prize. That is a mouthful. Well then, anything you want to eat? Don't be shy now. You too, Kama, and for me, I'll start with tri-flavored skewer. You have a rather scrumptious meal. During this time, you tell Sumida about what happened. Thank you, Miss Sumida. That's no problem. I've been troubling you all this time, after all. The commission has been successfully complete. Indeed, I say the result far surpasses my expectations. I only wanted to get one Mashiro at first to use as reference for my writing, but thanks to your perseverance, not only have I got that, but I've also got the story of the Sea of Fog and all the millennia spanning weight of a young lad on Tsurumi Island. If my writing was better, this story would win me the Novel is Amazing grand prize for sure. But Cam has also changed quite a bit. I'd say these are far more important than the completion of the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog working title. We've also met some important friends. We didn't have a chance to travel with Rue, but like he said, we'll definitely meet again. He'll keep his word. Yep, Paimon sure he will. After all, he's waited for so long to keep other promises. Well then, Miss Sumida, when will we get to read the Chronicles of the Sea of Fog? Well, I've decided to stop writing it for now. Wait, what? We've worked so hard too! No, it's not an issue with you. Please don't misunderstand. I wish to go traveling next. To gather more reference material? I learned something very important during this commission. In the years prior to this, I lived only to create and write. I learned fishing from Kujirai to write about a character who fishes for a living. His character profile was that of a masterful warrior who secluded himself in a fishing village and lived a peaceful life there until... Alright, sorry, I almost went off topic again. In order to better describe parties concluding illicit activities under a fictional national lockdown, Cameron and I created a smuggling network that bypassed the Outlander Affairs Agency. That's really impressive actually, yeah true. Well, it was mostly Cam's doing, and we discarded that work due to a writing bottleneck, which eventually resulted in the collapse of the network. I've always been like this. I stopped fishing because I stopped writing that fisherman character. I went to apprentice at the Grand Narukami Shrine because I wanted to write about the Shrine Maiden's work. But I understand now that I can't just live, learn, travel, and adventure for the sake of writing novels. I must live, learn, and travel, adventure, and extract stories from which I shall write novels. Kama was not born as the last son of the Tsurumi Island for the sake of a story, nor did Rue stay in the Sea of Fog for so many years to be featured in a tale. And that's not why the two of you adventure and travel either, right? When I heard Miss Catherine describe your adventures, I thought to myself that you're just like the main character Kino in Kino's travels, and her companion Hermos. The only difference is that no one has written your story. You are the story itself. A pair of outlanders who don't quite fit in anywhere, whose names are Abraxos and Paimon. They stride across many strange lands and meet all sorts of people. They are drawn into all kinds of wicked plots and all manner of cruel wars, and each one of their adventures shall coalesce into shining gold. As Paimon has mentioned before, such a blurb would definitely suit you two. As such, aside from asking you two to help me gather reference material, I also want to understand you more, so that I might find the seeds of a story in the future. And I think I found it. The seeds of a story that are to be found in life and one's travels, and not the character profiles, flowcharts, setting maps, and definitely not the things that you learn just to learn how to write them. As such, I've decided to stop writing and start traveling, until the time comes for the story to begin to sprout, and then I'll have an easy win with this Novel is Amazing competition and become the writer contracted by the publishing house. Right. Facepalm. Kama, will you come with me? We don't know where we're going, nor do we know when we'll return to Inazuma. We might even encounter many dangers, but that's exactly why I'd like you to stay by my side. Of course it's fine that you're not willing. I mean, everyone has their own life story to tell. I don't mind. No, that's not right. I'm more than willing. Let me come with you. Kama's really changed. That's great. Then let's be off. So suddenly? Well, a real journey is one full of pleasant surprises and little accidents, right? This might be too surprising, but still, please take care of yourselves. No worries, I'm sure we'll be alright no matter what happens so long as Kama's around. Take care. Thank you, goodbye. If we shall ever meet again, then let us do so where the sunset meets the sea. Then I'll see if your soul, which shines so clearly like a diamond, has any dust laid upon it or not. Okay. Well then, Abraxos, Paimon, let's part ways here. And there we go! I think we've done it. And there we have it. So that's the end of the Tsurumi Island world quest. So my final thoughts on that quest is it was very long-winded. However, I did have a lot of fun with it. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. As always, I will see you on Sunday for the stream. Have a wonderful rest of your week, guys. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.